This week, starting July 18th through July 24th, the Sun and Earth move into the 56th and 60th I Ching. This week's wisdom is rooted in the 56th I Ching, named the Wanderer, the cosmic energy of the wandering storyteller, the energy to share stories of our many adventures, illuminating us from within. The pressure to express our inner world and past experiences so that others can benefit from what we have learned. Offering us a transformation from distraction to intoxication, the dilemma of our seeking pleasure and running from pain. Will you take the path less traveled, the journey within? What adventure are you manifesting, creating with each step that you take? Life can be a place of infinite discovery and adventure. So step into the mystery, listen to the silence, the magical. This energy continues us in the quarter of civilization, a time period where we find our expression, our embodiment of our inspirations. Purpose is fulfilled through form, where we manifest ideas, concepts into real-world expressions. Basically, a time period to align and embody our inner truth through expression. It's important to note, manifestation is not through the mind, it's through our expression, through the throat, and it's not a coincidence that all the 16 I Ching frequencies of the throat center are activated in this quarter of civilization. Manifestation through the movement of spirit into form, through embodiment. The Sun moving into the 56th I Ching automatically activates the 60th I Ching, its programming partner, its Earth, its opposite polarity in the mandala, the matrix of the Maya, the map of consciousness. The energies are one. The Earth is the manifestation, the grounding energy, what we see, and the Sun is the illumination, the wisdom, our beingness. This week's solar transit brings the cosmic energy of the wanderer, the storyteller, the energy to express our inner world and past experiences so that others can benefit from what we have learnt. Captivating voices that stimulate us with stories of their adventures emerge from the energy of this transit. Throughout the ages, a rich history was communicated by those who wandered the earth, the ones that took the road less traveled. They brought us tales of dragons and kings, floods and prophets, and heroes who sailed the seas in search of treasures to those who would listen as they roamed from village to village, sharing their stories of what they witnessed. These stories were likely embellished each time they were shared. These colorful tales stimulated the formation of our ideals and beliefs. However, the magic comes from our interpretation of the experience with our emotional overtone. Oral traditions of storytelling predated printed material and gave us a connection to the divine magic within us and all around us before the paper and pen. Storytelling was used to explain natural phenomenon, creation, and gave birth to the wide variety of gods and myths. Storytellers were regarded as healers, spiritual guides, teachers, cultural secret keepers, and entertainers. It can be seen as the foundation for learning and teaching. When the listeners are engaged, the possibility arises to imagine new perspectives and possibilities that can open up the heart and transport us and spark a new path or direction within us. This week's solar energy, our wisdom, our beingness is in the 56th I Ching, which is one of only 3 stop codons. These are unique frequencies of codes. They are the 3 archetypal tests that all humans must face in life over and over again. And until we pass the tests, transcend these shadows, that's when we can stabilize into higher dimensions. The 56th I Ching, the wanderer, is the shadow of distraction, which is how we forget our true nature, how we get trapped by the endless cycles of seeking pleasure and running from pain. This week offers us the potential to step into the road less traveled, the timeless dimension. It opens the door to our senses, to the intuition of discovery, the potential to break free from our distractions of seeking pleasure and running from pain, a push into a pause, an in-between period, a time to reflect and share what we have learned. Life's experiences can turn into wisdom through story, art, or teaching. It doesn't need to be polished, just real. The authentic passion we share our experience can empower others. By allowing the silence, reflection, and introspection, we can hear other people's stories, which can open the door to a new perspective that could lead us to experience something completely new and different in the world. This week's cosmic energy is grounded by the 60th I Ching, name limitation, the embodied magician. Grounding happens when we accept constraints. Limits aren't blocks. They're the soil for transformations. Don't push past limitations. Work with them. Allow them to be a guide to what is and what could be. Allow change to come through in divine timing. The only thing needed for magic to occur is some form of structure and an open mind. Transformations always come in the gaps, the silence, in the in-between, in the pauses with each breath. Savor each sip of tea. Listen to the birds chirping. Watch nature's beautiful sunsets. Will you take the road less traveled, the journey within? What adventure are you manifesting, creating with each step that you take? Life can be a place of infinite discovery and adventure. So step into the mystery, listen to the silence, the magical. Remember, love yourself and choose to be blessed.